Hey squad, and welcome to X Marks the Spot News, the feature series that hits the mark with all the biggest Xbox stories this week in a quick fire news update from your host, me, Sykes. If you enjoy what you see, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. So let's get into the biggest Xbox stories for this week of August 16th, 2021. Number 1, the all-new Xbox stereo headset has been revealed. The new Xbox stereo headset has been announced by Microsoft and is currently available for pre-order at a worldwide price point of $60. Details from Xbox Wire state that the Xbox stereo headset features many of the design elements found in the Xbox wireless headset. The flexible, lightweight design with an adjustable headband utilizes plush cushioning to spread pressure more evenly around the top of the head. Ultra-soft large ear cups will keep you comfy during those extended play sessions, and easily accessible on-ear controls for volume and mute will make this a staple in your gaming arsenal. Connect directly to the Xbox wireless controller or other devices through a 3.5mm audio jack with no batteries required. To generate the best possible experience across gaming, team chat, music and movies, the team tuned the headset to replicate the intended audio recording source that the creators wanted you to experience. The result of this is hearing the audio as close as possible to how it was recorded by ensuring clean, mid and high frequency performance with strong bass. And to take your audio one step further, the Xbox stereo headset supports high fidelity spatial sound technologies including Windows Sonic, Dolby Atmos and DTS Headphone X. May require additional purchases or app downloads. The Xbox stereo headset is available for pre-order today from Microsoft Store and other select retailers for $59.99 worldwide. Number 2, Outriders developer People Can Fly have spoken out about the lack of royalties from publisher Square Enix, with Game Pass taking the flag. Coming from Eurogamer, Outriders developer People Can Fly have spoken out against publishing partner Square Enix about the lack of royalties and clarity regarding the sales of the game. The developer of Outriders has said that Square Enix has yet to pay it a royalty fee, suggesting the game has yet to break even. The deadline for this royalty payment from Square Enix was 45 days from the end of the calendar quarter and expired on the 14th of August. No payment was made on the 15th of August, the first business day following that day, leading People Can Fly to conclude, quote, "There's no grounds for the publisher to pay royalty to the company for the period from the 1st of April 2021 through the 30th of June 2021, end quote. Outriders came out 1st of April. The suggestion here is Outriders failed to break even for Square Enix, but it seems People Can Fly isn't sure exactly what's happened. It accused Square Enix of not providing any information regarding the sales, income, nor costs relating to the development and publishing of Outriders. People Can Fly president Sebastian Wojciechowski said, quote, "We don't have any sales figures for Outriders. We estimate it at between 2 to 3 million units and assumed that this was a result that would ensure profitability for this project in the first quarter of sales. The lack of payment by the publisher probably means that according to Square Enix, this is not the case," end quote. Wojciechowski then went on to speculate about the cause of this revenue shortfall. Quote, "Perhaps it was caused by some elements of Square Enix's sales policy, the details of which we do not know, such as partnerships concluded by the publisher with distribution platforms or entities offering Outriders as an addition to their products. Failure to achieve the level of profitability may also mean that the costs incurred by the publisher are higher than expected," end quote. Naturally, this has led to many anti-Game Pass gamers blaming the service for Outriders' lack of sales, seeing that gamers do not have to fully commit to paying the full retail price in order to play the game. However, Eurogamer also shared previous statements from Square Enix explaining how the decision to launch Outriders on Game Pass Day 1 had been beneficial. In May, Square Enix said Outriders was, quote, "poised to be the company's next big franchise," end quote, after 3.5 million unique players flocked to the experience in its first month. At least some of Outriders' success was attributed to its Day 1 launch on Xbox Game Pass. Then in June, Square Enix said it was, quote, "pleasantly surprised," end quote, by the success of its new IP, stating, quote, "the digital sales ratio for the title has been very high," end quote, and insisted its, quote, "decision to make Outriders available with Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass as soon as the title launched also worked in its favour," end quote. 3. The long-awaited launch of 12 Minutes from Annapurna Interactive has arrived. Available with Xbox Game Pass on Day 1, 12 Minutes is an interactive thriller about a man trapped in a time loop. Find a way to use the knowledge of what's coming to change the outcome and break the loop. Featuring the voice acting talents of James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley and Willem Dafoe, 12 Minutes is currently sitting at a Metacritic score of 78 and is performing well with good reviews so far in the first few days of its release. If you want to get your hands on 12 Minutes, then you can head over to Xbox Game Pass or the Microsoft Store. Number 4, Quake remaster has been announced and released already. Coming from Xbox Wire, a Quake enhanced re-release was announced and is now available on Xbox Game Pass. The legendary first-person shooter that inspires today's retro shooters is back. In celebration of its 25th anniversary, Quake returns with an enhanced re-release on PC and Xbox One and is available through Xbox Game Pass. This re-release is backwards compatible with Xbox Series X and S and will also receive next-gen optimizations at a later date, bringing native 4K resolution and 120Hz refresh rates. There's not just a ton of single player to explore, Quake's genre-defining multiplayer is also intact with the re-release supporting local or online co-op for up to 4 players across its campaigns, original expansions and even 2 campaign add-ons created by the award-winning team at Machine Games. Naturally, players can also bring their skills to Quake's arenas, duking it out with up to 8 players with cross-platform support, custom matches and even dedicated servers for online matchmaking. As part of the celebration, Quake 2 and Quake 3 Arena are also now available on Xbox Game Pass for PC in their original form. And finally, number 5, Skyrim gets a new Anniversary Edition makeover for current-gen consoles. Sourced from Eurogamer, a new Skyrim remaster was announced during QuakeCon's Skyrim panel. The Anniversary Edition arrives on 11th of November. Exactly 10 years after the launch of the original version, and bundles together 2016 Skyrim Special Edition and a healthy chunk of additional content. Specifically, it will feature over 500 Creation Club elements, Creation Club being Bethesda's curated pool of officially sanctioned mods, which would usually need to be purchased with credit, including quests, dungeons, bosses, weapons and spells. Players that already own Skyrim's Special Edition will be able to upgrade to the Anniversary Edition, but Bethesda is yet to say how much the upgrade will be, and there's a free Special/Anniversary Edition next-gen update on the way for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Joining me on this latest edition of X Marks the Spot News, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification button for more X Marks the Spot News episodes. Let me know your thoughts on any of the news stories from this week in the comments section, and remember, I'm Sykes, and for all things Xbox, stay tuned to InstallationX. Bye guys.